I know what you're thinking. What does that say in the title? I can't read Chinese. Oh, ha, ha, my friend. Neither can I. Even though there are Chinese characters in the title, it's Japanese. Tenki wa atsui desu. Or in English, the weather's hot. The characters beside the Japanese are to represent my displeasure at the fact. It's an angry face. I know you can't see my eyebrows, but just tilt your head to the side and then you'll be better able to visualize it. In the olden days, that's how we wrote emojis before emojis became a thing. Anyway, let's get on to the video. Namabarabo Sabakiabs Namalusa Neapaeso Wejakajika. Konnichiwa minasan, and welcome to a new video with Yonggi-baka. My name's Yonggi, and I'm Baka. I originally had a whole video planned to be posted this Sunday, and even had half of it recorded, but my room and I both got super heated super quick. Like the title of this video says, the weather's hot. Even with fansama behind me and a full gallon of water in my system, I still felt like passing out. I bleeping hate my room, bleeping hate my setup, and bleeping hate the weather. So, I chose to relocate and came out here to my living room. Right now, my family's out having a hot girl summer, and I decided to stay home by myself. Last night, when I was laying in bed trying to cool down, I got an idea for a new quick video that I offer to you guys today. Before we move on into the video, I just have a quick question for you. What do you think of this setup compared to my old one? The lighting's better since I'm using an artificial light source. The sound quality's probably better since my microphone gets to sit at the kitchen table with me, instead of at a lower angle on my keyboard. I don't have to crouch anymore, I can sit straight up like a normal human being and my microphone can still pick me up. The only thing though is that the light kind of washes out my skin since I have pale skin. But that's okay, right? By the way, what do you think of my shirt? It's an Anohana shirt from the festival. I don't think it's a legit one though, it's probably a counterfeit because it has been like half a decade, more maybe even a decade since the anime and the festival actually happened. But anyway, let me know. And without further ado, let's get on into the video. The landing page on the Crunchyroll quiz actually looks pretty promising. It features a picture taken from Aquatope on the White Sand, and it's an anime that I'm currently keeping up to date with on Crunchyroll and I'm really enjoying. I feel like it's going to be one of my top 3 favorites for the season. As to where it'll actually land, I can't say just yet because, like I said, we're only a month into the anime's summer season. Only time will tell. Let's move on to the first question here. How serious do you like your anime? Okay, my options are I like stuff with high stakes. The more the world is threatened, the better. Or I'm in the mood for something light. Not everything needs to be so dire. I do like high stakes, but not to the level where the whole world is going to be threatened. But I mean, slice of life anime and more dramatic anime that are less threatened, like in that sense where the world's going to end and the villain may like destroy everything. I do enjoy those, but not everything has to be so grand and grandiose. I'm going to click the second option because I guess my likes fall into that category more than the first. Question 2. Which of these genres do you prefer? Sci-fi, robots and laser guns? fantasy, dragons and adventure, romance, will they or won't they, or drama, reach for your dreams. Gosh, I do enjoy anime from all of these genres, but if I had to choose, I would either pick between romance or drama. Romance can be dramatic, can't it? Most of my romances are. I think I'm going to pick for romance because the drama here, Reach for Your Dreams, it doesn't really sound as enticing as romance does. I love a good romance anime. Question 3. Nyan? Ichi, ni, san, arigato! Nyan? Okay, back to the quiz. What kind of setting are you looking for? I prefer more grounded stories that take place in a world like our own. A normal world but with some fantasy elements like magic or dragons is great. I want to be sent to a whole new world. Well, you already know how I feel about isekai. And the second option, they mentioned dragons a lot. Are there really that many dragon anime coming out this season? I guess there is Kobayashi Maid Dragon. You already know how much I like grounded stories, so I'm going to have to go with the first option here. Question 4. What kind of characters do you like to follow? Anime in high school are classics. So much drama. I like it when the primary characters are adults, more mature. Do the characters even have to be human? I prefer that they're human. And since I'm over the age of majority in my country, I guess I can't really pick the first option because I can already hear the police sirens making their way to my place. So I'll go with option 2. The ones that follow more mature characters. I'm an adult. Do I really think that I'm that mature? No, but for simplicity reasons and so I don't get jail time, that's what I'm going to pick. Question 5. How much comedy do you like in your shows? All funny all the time. Some comedic relief is always good to lighten the mood. I want the plot to be taken seriously, as little comedy as possible. Life's already hard enough and it's already quite shite. And I feel on the flip side, too much comedy is also not really that realistic or not really that grounded. But a little comedy here and there that's sprinkled throughout the show, that makes it a lot better and much more realistic. And plus, even myself, I like to sprinkle a little comedy whenever possible. Not whenever possible, but when appropriate. So I'm going to go with option 2. Because both option 1 and 3 just seem a little unrealistic. Question 6. I ran out of fingers. How about action? Of course, everybody loves a good fight scene. Or, no thanks, I prefer things to be a bit more lighthearted than that. I think fighting is a natural part of the human existence, but too much fighting, and we're talking about like Super Saiyan fighting and powering up, I think that's obviously unrealistic. But to say no fighting, that's obviously not realistic either. So a little bit fighting, of course, is okay. But in terms of either 1 or 2, I feel like the first option is going to give me some type of like isekai or some type of anime that follows a whole bunch of fighting and is fighting focused. And I'm not really into like fighting focused anime. A little fighting here and there is okay, but more than that's unrealistic, and less than that is obviously isn't realistic either. So I guess out of the 2, if I had to choose, I would pick option 2. No thanks, I prefer things to be on the bit more lighthearted side. And to be fair, that's how I want to live my life too, like as little fighting as possible. I don't want to fight. I can't remember the last time I got my ass kicked, but less fighting would be better, I suppose. Okay, Question 7. I'll do bunny fingers so you know that it's not question 2, but it's question 7, okay? Do you mind catching up with the sequel? Oh, Crunchyroll, you must not know my watch list. I'm currently catching up with the 3rd season of Fruit Baskets, which I'm really enjoying right now. So that just goes to show how much of a dedicated anime fan I am. Let's see what my options are. Sure, that just means more anime to watch, right? Or 2, nah, I don't have time to watch a whole show right now. Crunchyroll, you obviously don't know what's going on in my life. I pretty much dedicate my life to watching anime, so I'm going with option 1. Okay, looks like we're on to the last question here. What question were we on? I can't remember. I think we just did 7 and I was doing the bunny ears. So that must mean we're on question 8. Just do 3. Yeah, you already know. Finally, are you ready to watch another isekai? As I've said in previous videos, this summer season is filled with isekai. And while I don't mind watching isekai anime, they're not my first pick. I like grounded crap, okay? Get it in your head, Crunchyroll. I don't want to be transported to another world. Just give me cute stories about this world to make my life seem a bit more colorful. Okay, enough griping about isekai. Let's see what my options are. 1. You can never get enough isekai. 2. Maybe next time. And that's the one I'm going with. Maybe next time, Crunchyroll. I'm already watching a whole bunch of crapload of isekai this season. And there's already enough. So let's just move on to the final results. And we're back. I took a quick break to have dinner. Okay, the break wasn't that quick. The sun's gone down, but because I'm in a new location and using an artificial light source, I'm not limited to using the natural daylight for my lighting. So let's go on and finish the video. What were we doing again? Right, the Crunchyroll quiz. Back to it. Let's go. Ikimashou. Okay, back to the list. Where we left off, we were just about to unveil the grand finale conclusion as to what Crunchyroll thinks I should add to my summer watch list. Can I get a drum roll, please? I have a table now, so I can actually do a drum roll. Okay, Crunchyroll thinks I should watch Remake Our Life. Okay, as you may remember from an earlier video that I posted at the beginning of the season, I said I was going to give Remake Our Life, or Boku Tachi no Remake, a chance. Although I was kind of put off since it's another do your life over type of thing. We all know that it's not that simple. I can't just go stand in front of a truck and have another shot at life and to redo all the mistakes that I've done so far. That will make the life that I've lived up until this point quite pointless, wouldn't it? Anyway, I actually really do enjoy Boku Tachi no Remake. And the characters are really cute and it really is a touching story. Again, I hope that it doesn't become a harem, because in the title card of Boku Tachi no Remake, it does show the main guy with like 4 other girls, so I really hope it doesn't get to that point. The main girl that's on there, she's really cute and has a really cute voice. Her name's Aki, Shino Aki if I remember correctly. But hopefully it just has a good, meaningful, pure, and happy ending. My heart can't take any more heartbreak, please. Anyway, that brings us to the end of the quiz. It wasn't really anything too serious, and I did it more so for fun. Let's be honest, we're already 1 month in, and I'm already watching everything that's coming out on Crunchyroll, regardless of what genre it is, what kind of characters it follows, and if it's an isekai or not. So that's just how dedicated I am to anime. And now that Crunchyroll so graciously told me what I should be adding to my summer watch list, even though we're already a month into the summer season, I'm already watching everything on Crunchyroll that's coming out. We've come to the end of another video. Thank you so much for watching if you made it this far. While editing the video, I realized that I butchered the last line. So let's give it another go. 今日はこの辺です。ありがとうございます。全然元気でね。じゃあまたね。